from defense. First foul of the afternoon committed by Ablo on Kwanzaa. Here is Hennessy for Heart of Lions. Launches one in, but two Heart of Lions players. Abin Jr. bumps into his own player. Here's Ablo. Here with Joe. Amwa. Entry. There's someone calm passing. Great composure being demonstrated by the Red Army here in the early stages of the game. Here's Hiba Jehu to Aqua. Samba O'Neal is giving the ball away. Ishmael Ado surges forward in confidence. He finds Kwanzaa for the Lions. Kwanzaa to the right side. Obin Jr. is looking for space. All the way back to Hennessy. Here is H. Dogley. Shown a lot of promise since joining Heart of Lions. Had a great preseason. Now chance to Freeman to Kwanzaa. An opportunity to shoot. He hesitates. And Adabu Daswell to take possession. Here is Aqua. Long ball looking for Albert Armour. He comes up against Ebenezer Arban. Swings one in, but it's a poor delivery in the end from Albert Armour.
Yeah, that was a poor one. Terrible ball from Albert Armour. It looks on paper 4-3-3 by both teams, but the setup looks a bit more different. With Kotoko, you'd expect them to go, short because they have quality in midfield. Adabo, Enchi, and then also Jehu. All three players have the ability to hold on to the ball and, resist press from the opposition. For Heart of Lions, we should expect that they could try finding the attackers right from defense, because they know that Kotoko might be slow, try to transition from offense to defense, and that could be their trump card in this game.
Aqua Daswell to keep the ball in great energy. Here is Aqua. Beautiful play from Amidou Aqua. Donzo. Pinchi. Good decision from Bulu. Enchi was down and still playing at the same time.
That's a bit more dangerous by Enchi, and that was a right ball by Bulu. But then that mazy run from Aqua, going past about 4 or 5 Lions players. Fortunately, that was too. Enchi just couldn't be trapped well. That's what you need sometimes. The quality for your attackers to take on players. Go past 2-3, create space for other attackers, and that's what Peter Amidou Aqua brings to this Kotoko setup.
Aban's header. Here is Kwanzaa for Heart of Lions. Pushed down by Hilary Adabu. Free kick for Heart of Lions. It was obvious.
Yeah, that heckling, pushing there by Adabo. And it's quite surprising he only joined this season. The way he's gelled in together with Jehu has been something not many people have really taken note of. But these two players have really given Enchi that freedom to also operate as a number 10 when it matters.
Lawrence Osei will start it all over for Heart of Lions. Finds Yao Danso on the right. Hennessy. The giveaway possession. Here is Adabo for Asante Kotoko, but can get to Aqua with that ball.
You could see that press from Kotoko to win the ball in the offensive third, but they were not decisive enough with that ball, trying to go short, and then a bit overhit for them.
Obin Jr. is interested, and he's pushed Ablo down. Too aggressive from Kojobi. He scored against Kotoko in the same fixture last season when Kotoko adopted the Obuasi Clay Stadium. He scored the only goal, but this time trying to win the ball in an illegal manner from Ablo.
Yeah, he's not scoring as many as you'd want from your forward, but you know, he brings tons of experience to that side, and Bashir Ford appreciates that. He acknowledges that, and that's why he's always on the team sheet, and that's what he brings to you. Energy, that press up front. He hustles defenders for balls, and on that occasion, that hustling just didn't go his way.
Here is Joseph Ablo. Entry. Lord Armour shows great confidence. He goes down. Bulu right there whistles. Free kick is quickly taken. It's a lovely switch from Entry to Aqua. He's up against Yaudanso. Just trying to tread one to Armour. Yaudanso gets the ball away for Hearts of Lions. And Joseph Armour hangs on for Kotoko. Samba O'Neill, a double. Here is Armour. The idea was good, but the communication and the execution gives them up.
Yeah, obviously his intentions were so clear, but execution a bit poor. For Kotoko, it looks like down the left-hand side of attack where Peter Amiduakwa is operating has been, you know, their best outlet so far in the game. We've seen him take on defenders a couple of times already. He has the energy now, and they need to be playing that ball through him a bit more often if they would want to get something in this first half.
Ruben Hennessy. Kotoko yet to lose in their last 10 games at the Bayero Sports Stadium. A situation that makes it tricky for Hearts of Lions, but they are confident in the fact that they beat Kotoko away from home last season, although it was at the Clay Stadium. It was still Asante Kotoko's home grounds.
Yeah, and it's always been difficult for Kotoko when adopting, you know, other home grounds as their home. This is the traditional home grounds of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They've made so much history, and last season, I think it really affected them.
Albert Amar was trying to control that one. There's an appeal for offside from the Hearts of Lions left back, Benjamin Bismarck Enin. Ruben Hennessy. Lawrence say a major reason Hearts of Lions did so well in last season's Premier League after breaking out from the ranks of Liberty Professionals. He's grown and matured into one of the finest goalkeepers on the local scene. Lawrence also.
2 seasons ago, he was a bit, you know, inexperienced, a rookie. You know, and you know, he's learned on the job. They've trusted him as well, and he's now paying, you know, or repaying the faith the manager had in him all the while. And it's really been good for them having such a good goalkeeper between the sticks.
The Kotoko captain Samba O'Neill wins the foul. That's the Liberian Chance the Freeman who pushed the Kotoko's keeper down. Hilaria Dabo. Good play from Morrison Donzo to take possession for Kotoko, but Cuba hits the ball and he goes out for a Lions throw. And we've done 10 minutes at the Babayara Stadium. Kotoko nil, Hearts of Lions nil.
Yeah, Donzo had free space. He had lots, acres of space in front of him to exploit. Unfortunately, that first touch, second touch, not good enough. Just overruns it. And he's not also replicated that scoring form of Kwame Poku from last season.
Eche Dogley. Ateje good to Kwanzaa is looking for Obin Jr. Obin, ball intercepted by Aqua. Obin Jr. controls it down. Here is Kwanzaa, but Ablo steps up for Kotoko and clears the danger.
That was a big chance, big chance. Falling the way of Kwanzaa.
Ishmael Ado, so Obin Jr. is up against Joseph Armour. Here is Obin Jr. swings in across to the far side. Ateje can't control it well as Lord Armour heads it out for a Hearts of Lions throw.
Yeah, they're going a bit more expansive now. Obin Jr. drifting to the right-hand side. Seconds ago, he was a bit more central, and that's what you do. You try to pull, those two centre-backs along with you, trying to create narrow spaces for your teammates to attack, and that was what caused that first chance that fell to Heart of Lions. Unfortunately, that was miscued.
Early injury concern for Hearts of Lions. Attacker Paul Ateje. Ateje scored in that 4-1 win over 11 Wonders. He's been a crucial part of this Bashir Airford side right from the off-season top four. He should be fine now, Ateje.
Yeah, the heaviest of contacts. Football is a contact sport. You would always expect that to happen. He just fails to control that initial ball. Had to backpedal a bit before heading that one and trying to control for the second time. Being caught there. This time it's Echedogli also holding his face now.
Entry to take throw in for Lions. Any Kwanzaa. Here is Enim. Question across. Good reaction from Hilaria Dabo. He had to be there. Great awareness from the midfielder.
Yeah, quick reaction from Adabo to smell that danger and just deal with it very quickly, faster than anyone else or any Kotoko defender would even realize there was danger looming there. And gradually Heart of Lions are making inroads.
Ateje goes out again. That will be early blow for Bashir Hayford. He might just be forced to make a substitution, not planned, but through injury. Danso swings one to the near post, away by Ablo. Here is Armour. Infringement advantage of Asante Kotoko.
Yeah, he left off Armour, caught napping there. He'll try to transition that ball quickly into attacking. He was just caught there.
Echedogli. Kotoko retake possession. Here is the former Brickham Chelsea right back, Lord Armour. Donzo. Ibejeru, another former Brickham Chelsea player. He was a hero for Kotoko last weekend in Abeokuta, Nigeria, when he scored the only goal in that Confederations Cup game against Kwara United FC. That has taken Kotoko to the next stage where they have a date with Moroccan Giants without Athletic Casablanca in a fortnight's time, hoping to play that game at this venue in Kumasi.
Yeah, he's a top talent, top talent. And it's even interesting to note he's not been with this club for 3 months and already he looks at home, settled, and that's the quality he brings into the setup. And some people thought he was going to struggle, actually. We've seen players move from pitching, Chelsea, those broad teams, and we've not really seen the best out of them because Kotoko has so much pressure. The fans are always crying for more, and you would always have to be on top of your game. And already Joey is showing glimpses of that quality he brought from Chelsea.
Adabo is aiming at Iduakwa, but Yaudan so is pressed to the ball. Here is Yao Danso. Surges brought down by Hilary Adabo. Free kick for Hearts of Lions. Adabo had to take this one for the team.
Yeah, he's mopping up, but it wouldn't be long because with this kind of aggression, he might enter into the referee's books already. This is the second time, he stopped a Heart of Lions quick transition, and that's the role he's playing.
So Paul Ateje has gone off. It's not looking good. Coach Bashir Effort has been forced to bring on Kojokuma Macaulay. Ateje, very instrumental in Hearts of Lions rise to the top of the Premier League this season. He already has a goal and had to be taken off in the first quarter of an hour of this game. Bashir Effort might be a worried man at this point.
Yeah, that's every coach's nightmare. No coach wants that to happen, especially, with barely 20 minutes played. And that would also alter the system. It would alter the setup, in a way. Yeah, it could be like-for-like replacement, but, player profiles a bit different there. We know Ateje, he sniffs chances, he sniffs goal-scoring opportunities as well, a good dribbler as well. But Macaulay would also have to, live up to that expectation, especially coming out for a player like Ateje, who's always been instrumental to Bashir Hayford's setup. Could also add some bite up front for them. For the teams that are showing each other a bit more respect, we've not seen them press so high, try to force mistakes off, the other defense, but perhaps just a warming up.
Here is Jehu trying to find Donzo. Just couldn't control one more from Donzo. Off a defense splitting pass from Hubert Jehu.
He was, but for a second you'd be thinking he was half an inch offside there. But that was a good run over there, yes. That might have been ruled out, even if he had tucked that into the unrushing Lawrence will say. But it was a good run. Just looking beyond the shoulders of these defenders and making that good run.
Here is Kwanzaa for Hearts of Lions. Ebenezer Arbon to Hennessy. Enim to Freeman. Eche Dogley. Now Ishmael has got so much space in front of him. It's a brilliant ball to Freeman. Freeman shoots and it's gone over the bar. Glorious chance missed by Freeman.
He should be doing better from there, Freeman. He should be hitting the target there from that distance. He had options, but he just decided to test, Adari himself, and that ball was a bit disappointing, and the reaction, on the face of Bashir Hayford tells you that would have meant a lot to him if that had gone in. Just look at that with the left foot. He struck that, but that wouldn't worry Aziz Adari at all.
Robin Hennessy. Hennessy goes long, but ends up giving it away. Joseph Amo has a bandaged head after a head injury a few moments ago. Advantage Hearts of Lions as Ishmael Ado wins the foul for Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, for now, every injury to Kotoko will be crucial, looking at the fact that they have that game against WAC, on the horizon. These players would have to be careful. As much as they would want, accrue points in GPL games, they would still need to be careful because, playing against WAC, you always need your top players.
Here is Donzo, Amwa, Jehu, over elaborating has cost Jehu possession, and here is Kwanzaa for Hearts of Lions. Ishmael Ado has got space. It's a good ball trying to find Obin Jr., but the flag is up and Obin Jr. is offside.
Yeah, fraction too early from Obin Jr., but Another defense splitting pass there. That was a good through ball. Three of the defense of Kotoko for Obin Jr. to just attack that ball in space. That's what we spoke about. For Heart of Lions, they have that quality, to go beyond that line midfield and find attackers in wide areas. And we see Obin Jr. play. Certainly, he's moved to the left-hand side now, to the right-hand side, and he's just trying his luck everywhere he finds himself.
21 minutes at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi. Kotoko 0, Hearts of Lions 0. At the TNA Stadium in Takwa, Mediama have taken the lead against Nations. Here is Hennessy with the drive, but it's gone way high over the top for a goal kick to Kotoko.
Trying his luck from there, from a distance, about 30 yards. Ruben Hennessy had the power to drive there, but lacked accuracy.
Samba O'Neill, entry. Lord Armour shows too much of the ball to the opponent, but he shows resilience and takes up the ball. Morphin Dondo is interested, but Alban is arriving, and Alban does well to get the ball away. It's a Kotoko corner.
Yeah, he just had to tidy up. With no complications there, Alban just going with the simplest way, just hit that one out of play, at least give them some respite, some time to regroup again, try to shape up defensively and deal with this, threat.
Joseph Amwa to take the corner for Asante Kotoko. He joined at the start of the season from Legon Cities. Started in that game against Kwara United FC Nigeria last weekend. And he swings one in. Well defended by Hearts of Lions. Here is entry. It's Joseph Amwa. Lord Amwa to Hubert Jehu. Good ball to Amwa. He wants to go down the line, and he's won himself a corner. Obin Jr. did well with the tracking back duties just to prevent Amwa from getting a clean cross in there.
That was some good defensive work by Obin Jr. There he tailed Amwa. Just look at that, matched up the speed, and that outstretched left leg of Kojo Obin Jr. deflecting that one out of play.
Joseph Amwa again to take the corner for Asante Kotoko. Amwa this time to the near post, and Obin Jr. steps up to head it away. Here is Amwa again for Kotoko. Looking for space to send another cross in. He does well, but it's straight to Lawrence Osei. Referee's whistle has gone because flag was already up for offside.
And I believe the culprit here was Amwa after he received that return ball again. I'm not seeing Kotoko attack these balls with aggression, and they've made it so easy. 2 corner kicks to them already, but we've not seen anything promising from these set pieces. They need to be more aggressive. You have Ablo and also Samba in defense, and we are talking about 6'4" defenders with that height. You always need to get something from these corners. That's how you sometimes win games. You can not sometimes or all the time even break down teams from open play, and sometimes you just need to be reliant on these set pieces to get goals.
Lord Amwa has been very lively at the right back, and Kuma might just get a first yellow card. You'll be lucky if he doesn't get a card from Bulu. He just got introduced into the game following the injury to Ateje. Cynical challenge there by Macaulay Kojo. Ishmael Ado. Awkward clearance from Besmakenim. Jehu Now Morifin Donzo to Lord Armour. That's what to go past his marker, swings in the cross. Albert Armour onto the crossbar. Spectacular effort from Albert Armour, just denied by the crossbar. And Kotoko still have possession. Here comes Armour, he gives it away to Kwanzaa. Eche Dogley, Kotoko showing great aggression. Pilaria double, swings in the cross, and Alban heads it down. Here is a double again, and this time decision will go the advantage of Hearts of Lions. But how about that effort from Albert Armour? Instinctive, spectacular, only to be denied by the bar. Just look at the cross from Armour and look at overhead kick from Albert Armour. Brilliant stuff. Only the crossbar saved Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, the sound of that so echoing, you can hear it. Armour just striking that against the woodwork there. That was a good ball, good delivery, sweet, sumptuous delivery into the box.
Hearts of Lions want to come up with their own reaction. Eche Dogley, Ishmael Ado. Bismarck Enim sends in a cross away by Ablo. Here is the outdone so far, Hearts of Lions. Last touch coming off Amidu Aqua. Hearts of Lions have a corner.
And you're gradually putting men in the box, Hearts of Lions. At that instance, you could see them winning the second balls right in front of the Kotoko defense. That's how active they've been. Beating Kotoko to some second ball so far in the game. That ball landed straight to Ado. We'll just take a swipe at it.
Lions have a corner. Bismarck Enim to take. The left footed will come in with an in-swinger, and he bends one to the near post away by Albert Armour. Aqua to Armour. He's aiming at Morifin Donzo, but it is Jehu who have stepped up for Kotoko, but he can't go past Eche Dogley. He's gone on to foul Eche Dogley, a decision that has been greeted with displeasure from the Porcupine faithful, but clearly it was a foul.
Yeah, Eche Dogley clearly was trying to win that. After losing possession of that ball to Dogley cheaply, he had his arms like wrapped around the waist of Dogley. You could see over there, he had a chance to just nick that one in front of Dogley. Unfortunately, his body was late to react to get in front of that ball, and Dogley would just steal that one. It's been a careful approach by both teams so far, especially when trying to win the ball. You can see both teams have the luxury of playing from the back, building up until they get to the final third, but barring that spectacular kick from Albert Armour, we've not really seen quite a lot of quality in the attacking third.
Here is Jehu for Asante Kotoko. He wasn't aware of his surroundings. He's able to win the foul for Asante Kotoko.
That was a bit late from Bismarck Enim. They're trying to tap the ball away from Jehu.
Albert Armour stealing the ball away. Here is Ishmael Ado for Hearts of Lions, forming a very good partnership with Eche Dogley in the middle of the park. Here is Obin Jr. Picks chance to Freeman, but here the outdone so finds Kwanzaa. Now Dogley. This is the outdone so for Hearts of Lions. In Macaulay Kuma. The outdone so on the right side for Hearts of Lions. He's got Armour before him. Ado to Danso, can control it first time. and Aqua will step forward. Jehu plays a good one to it. Aqua, who has got Hennessy and Yao Danso approaching. He hangs on and comes to the middle to look for Enchi. Now Amwa. It's interesting how both Murray Fundonza and Amwa have come so deep to get involved in the play. And Amwa again with a spectacular overhead kick, but this time it goes just over the top for a goal kick.
So hard-working, Amwa. Know everywhere on the pitch, especially when his side, are in attacking mode. Just look at that. Another spectacular attempt from the Kotoko forward. And interestingly, the last time they played here in a home game was match day 33 of last season, where they beat Midiama. He scored 3 times, and since then Kotoko have never played on these grounds again in the Ghana Premier League. And that would mean a lot to him, to at least after scoring on match day 1 against Chelsea, to get
free kick. Hoho United have taken a 2-goal lead against Karela, but that's the incident that took Lord Armour down. Obin Jr. was caught just tugging his shirt, pulling him down, and Bulu got the decision right. So it's Madiama 1, Nations 0, Dreams 0, Vision 0, and Madiama are up by 1-0 against Nations. Hoho United lead by 2-0 against Karela at the Babayara Stadium. After 38 minutes, it's Kotoko 0, Hearts of Lions 0.
Hey, look at this fixture, and it's a potential title decider, you know, for either team. For Hearts of Lions, 3 out of 3 didn't really come easy, you know, especially with that impressive hope performances coupled by that away win in Tema over 11 Wonders. Just placed them in a position where they've started believing that they can challenge for the league for the second straight season.
So last season, Hearts of Lions finished second on the league log with 60 points, 17 wins, 9 draws, and 8 losses. Scored 38 goals in the process and conceded 24. So they've got a confidence they could challenge for the title this season, like Josiah rightly said. They've come into this season with a lot of expectations as far as the title is concerned, Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, once you go close to it one season, the next season, you'll be hoping that this time you could be second time lucky and, you know, just claim that ultimate trophy. Last season, they were in contention to win it until the last day before BBA Gold Stars put forth past Accra Lions, you know, to send them down and also confirm their win.
Ishmael Ado for Lions, now chance to Freeman. It's a clumsy challenge from Joseph Ablo. Bulu whistles for a kick for Lions.
Yeah, that was a hard challenge, but then a good ball. And just look at Freeman, just takes it a bit away from Ablo. Ablo just sliding in, catching Freeman there. I just believe that should have been a yellow card offense. You know, that was a bit aggressive by Ablo. Such a robust defender he is. Barely allows anything to go past him.
Another injury worry for Hearts of Lions as their Liberian forward Chance Freeman complains of some pains, and Ablo will be warned by Charles Bulu the next offense, and he gets a yellow card for his troubles. "40 minutes at the Babayara Stadium. Asante Kotoko 0, Hearts of Lions 0. Free kick for Hearts of Lions. Former Bechem United goalkeeper Aziz Dari making his Premier League debut for Asante Kotoko. Free kick for Hearts of Lions. Dansu swings one, and Adari pushes it away for a corner. Aziz Arun Adari was one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League last season. Caught the attention of Asante Kotoko, who brought him in following the exit of Captain Asari. Bismarck Enim trying to pick out Yao Danso again. Yao Danso sets up Ishmael Ado. His effort is blocked by Samba, and the Hearts of Lions corner. We're into the final 3 minutes of the regulation, 45 minutes to wrap up the first half. Asante Kotoko coming close with that Albert Amwa effort. Hitting the woodwork. Bismarck Enim to the near post. Here is Yao Danso. Back to Enim. He goes low, but it's cleared by Amwa. Heckling on the part of Kuma on Joseph Amwa. He came in from Legon Cities and he's expected to give Patrick Esiedu a very stiff competition for a place at the left back position. There's also Francis Aqua, who joined from Bechem United, and all of them are left backs for Joseph Amwa. He can also play on the offensive positions as a number 8 and sometimes as a winger. Eche Dogley. Konsa. Obin Jr. with the outside of his foot is able to get to Freeman. Now Konsa, good run from Konsa. That's what to keep the ball in. He swings in across. Samba has missed, but Adabo is there and finds entry. Aqua. Fouled by Yao Danso. Free kick for Asante Kotoko. Yao Danso knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't want to allow Aqua any space to make a move, since that could be dangerous. Albert Amwa is furious. He thinks it should have been to his advantage. We'll have a look at it again. Did he get a final touch? Now it should be a Kotoko throw-in. You can't agree with Amwa. It's 45 minutes here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium in Kumasi. We're doing 2 additional minutes. Kotoko nil, Hearts of Lions nil. There's a poor ball from Lawrence Osei. He's gifted Kotoko a throw-in. Stoppage time of the first half. Here is Hubert Jehu to Albert Amwa. Amwa sends in a cross, headed away by Hennessy. There's a handball against Ishmael Ado. He claims innocence, but Bulu was right there. And Kotoko have a free kick in a very advantageous position. Not too sure about it, whether it was a handball or not, but I think Bulu might have gotten the decision wrong. Yellow card has been flashed to the Hearts of Lions player Enim. It's a free kick. Emmanuel Entry is a set-piece specialist, and Joseph Amwa is also showing interest. We're into the final seconds of stoppage time. It will be Emmanuel Entry, and it's horrible. Horrible. Awful effort from Emmanuel Entry. He should be doing better from that range entry. Confirmation of the yellow card. It is Ruben Hennessy who is yellow carded. Not Enim. Charles Bulu has blown his whistle to end the first half of this match day for top liner in the Ghana Premier League. Sunday special action at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. The first half has come to an end, and it's Asante Kotoko nil, Hearts of Lions nil. Hearts of Lions got a glorious opportunity that fell to Chauncey Freeman, the Liberian. He flapped it. Albert Amwa was denied by the woodwork with a spectacular overhead kick. And it's halftime here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Asante Kotoko nil, Hearts of Lions 0.
I want to watch the match.
Halftime at the Babaya Sports Stadium. Sunday special. It's Kumasi Asante Kotoko hosting Bando Heart of Lions, but nothing separated the two teams after the first 45. My name is Josiah Okukweda, and I'm joined here by the assistant of Bando Heart of Lions, Daniel Nieje. Daniel Nieje, a very difficult first half, but have you been pleased with your side's performance?
Yes. The players have done well. They are playing according to the plan that we told them, and I think everything is going on well. Despite that we are being under pressure a little bit, but it's all good for the team.
Thank you very much. So that's Daniel Nieje, the assistant coach of Pando Heart of Lions. His side, have really shown some character here because Kumasi Asante Kotoko by far have created the best chances. And then we've also seen Albert Amwa, striking the post once in this particular game. I'm now here with Prince Yaus, who is the assistant coach for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Very, very cagey, first 45. But what do you think you need to work on heading into the next 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think the question that you asked is we have to, taking our chances when we get in front there. Some of maybe have to make some shootings, from behind and stuff like that. So far, I'm not complaining about the game itself. Everybody's playing on the side. It's a good team that we're playing against. And definitely by the end of the game, we're definitely going to get our chance to put it in the net.
Thank you very much. And that's the assistant for Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the person of Prince Yao Owusu. And it's still barring here at the Babaya Sports Stadium Sunday special. I'm still at pitch side with Michael Akomi and then also the Kumasi Asante Kotoko legend, Opoku Inti. Gentlemen, welcome back. What
Yes,
an
thank you, Josiah.
eventful 45 minutes. Let me start off with you, legend. Inti, you've watched Kotoko coming at the back of that huge win in Nigeria. Do you think they've impressed you?
I think they've impressed me today. Normally, playing against Heart of Lions, Kotoko find it very, very difficult. But today, it seems that Kotoko is on upper hand. The nearest score, minimum should be 1 goal. Looking at the chances that they got, I think they could have given us 1-0 for the first half. But all the same, what I'm seeing is the midfield of Kotoko. There is misunderstanding among them. No, they don't know who to pick the number 3 or who. Anchi is not playing tactical discipline as I see. So by the time they will go for it, you see that it's only Amwa as a striker. But you need a follow-up player. But Anchi will be in the middle here. I think coach has to talk to Anchi to move more forward than to stay back. He and Joe, one has to go close to Amwa.
Okay. All right. Michael, let me also bring you in. We've seen Heart of Lions. They've been, resolute in defense. But you think that setup, that 3 in midfield has really changed the game for them, and it's not really allowing Kotoko to penetrate the spaces they leave behind?
Yes, I think it's all about man marking and overload. When you talk about the man marking, it's all about the 3-man midfield of Kotoko and the 3-man midfield of Heart of Lions, which I actually believe that Paul Jane, you look at Dochi, you look at Ishmaelado against Emmanuel Entry, Lord Hilary Adabo, and Hubert Joe. It's all about picking each other's man. But I think Kotoko has failed to capitalize on that opportunity to get the best out of man-marking Heart of Lions 3 midfielders. And technically, I think Heart of Lions are very good midfield trio. Now they are trying to control the middle of the pack, either in the first phase or the second phase. I think they've been on top of their game. Now with the overloads, it's about the defense of Heart of Lions against the attack of Kotoko. It's 3v4. 3 Kotoko attackers against 4 defenders of Heart of Lions, which makes it quite difficult. And as I said earlier on, I don't think there has been any better defensive partnership than Hennessy and Ebenezer Aban. They've been consistent over the past 3 seasons in the Ghana Premier League. Solid at the back line. So if you try to relax in that area and not give them 4v4 and go with 3v4, it's really going to be very difficult.
Thank you very much. It's halftime here at the Babara Sports Stadium. Sunday special. Asante Kotoko nil, Heart of Lions nil. We are headed for a commercial break. We'll be right back. from the Barbara Sports Stadium. Quite, a good atmosphere here. The fans have trooped in, and they are throwing their weight right behind the home team, Kumasi Asante Kotoko. This is their first home game of the 2025-26 Ghana Premier League season. I'm still at pitch side with the Kumasi Asante Kotoko legend of Pokunti, and then also Michael Akumia Jemfi. Legend, please, a word. What do you think they need to do quickly for Kumasi Asante Kotoko?
I think the coach has to change Donzo because he's not adding anything to the striking. So if he change him and bring another fresh leg, I think it will help Kotoko more. Then also, when they are with the ball, I think they have to go man marking from the front to the back. Other than that, it will be very, very difficult for Kotoko to be able to neutralize their midfield. You get me?
Yeah.
So I think the coach has to change, and also he has to also go from the wing, because the wing has always been a threat to Heart of Lions. That's what I think.
In the Heart of Lions dressing room, what do you think the pep talk would be? What are they looking at doing? Staying back, defend, and go back to Kpando with a point, or this game is winnable for them?
I think psychologically they are on top of the game. They know Kotoko are eager to get a win. Definitely a draw here. Nothing will actually is going to happen to Kpando Heart of Lions. They'll be okay. They'll be fine. It's a home dominant league, as I said earlier on. Kotoko will need to also be careful up front, especially when they go with a 3v4. I believe when you change a person like Donzo and bring in a winger, that can isolate the fullbacks of Heart of Lions in 1v1 situations, dribble through tight spaces. I think they can create chances for them. Or else, Albert Amwa will always look isolated up front.
But you talk about Albert Amwa with that hit, that's acrobatic hit that came off, the crossbar. You're looking at a player with so much confidence, especially scoring twice against Kwara a couple of weeks ago.
I tell you, it was spectacular. If he hit the net, I think he's going to be called to the Blasters because he's coming. Nothing will stop him. And as I said, he's going to get a goal today. And like he said, he is predicting draw, but I think one goal difference will be in favor of Kotoko.
You're still optimistic, but you're looking at Heart of Lions and whatever they are doing up front. Their best chance actually fell to Freeman, but he also blasted that one wide. You think they've done enough to even create better chances in the second half?
I think Hilary Adabo has provided numbers for Kotoko at the back line, dropping in between the two centre-backs, which gives them the ability to defend man mark each of the attackers of Heart of Lions. But I think Kotoko we also love that in the second half, they do one or two substitutions to beef up their midfield. I've seen Seth Kodo, I've seen Philip Amo. I know Philip Amo might be coming in for Donzo, but for Seth Kodo, I'm here to see maybe Hubert Joe. But if Kotoko will love to overload the midfield, it's really not going to work for them. They need to stick with what they are doing. What they are supposed to do is to make sure they isolate the fullbacks of Heart of Lions. What Heart of Lions also needs to do is to be relaxed. Psychologically, they are on top of the game. They are defending so well, and they need to rely on their defense and see if there's going to be one chance that will come out of the game for them.
Should we expect any change of personnel, any change of tactics, formation?
I think Coach Zito will love to go with a 4-1-4-1. Put in more natural wingers, so Peter Miduakwa and another winger, a double number 8 with Albert Amwa leading the lines. Then Hilary Adabo just sitting right in front of the defenders of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. For Heart of Lions, I think they are going to keep their shape. They've been brilliant off the ball. Absolutely brilliant. I think what they need to do is to utilize their chances. But it's going to be an open game. Kotoko needs this win at all costs, because definitely on Wednesday, they are playing Gold Stars, a tough game. They are playing Nations on Sunday, a very tough game. Yeah. These are two crucial games that if you don't get a win against Heart of Lions, you find yourself wanting.
All right, so the players already ready now for second half action here at the Barbara Sports Stadium. Sunday special Kumasi Asante Kotoko taking on Kpando Heart of Lions. I'm still here with the Kotoko legend. I would want to take a word from him. He's been in such situations before. As a player, when it's this kg and you go into the dressing room, do you come back reinvigorated, or you come back thinking, see, the special on us because the fans are here watching?
Yeah, well, it depends, the pep talk of the coach. But as an individual player, you need to motivate yourself. Like Amwa, he has to tell himself that, no, I can do it. I can go for a goal. And you see that now, second half, he will be trying from any angle, all angles. And motivation is from individual player. Then the coach will also give you...
Okay, thank you very much, legend. Kumasi Asante Kotoko legend, Opoku Inti, and then also Michael Akumia. It's halftime here at the Barbara Sports Stadium. Kotoko drawing goalless against Bando Heart of Lions. Are we ready for the second half? And Nana Dakwa JC is your commentator.
Welcome back for second half action. A Sunday special in the Ghana Premier League. Asante Kotoko up against Bando Heart of Lions. First half ended goalless, and Kotoko are responding from the break with a substitution as striker Morifin Donzo makes way for Seth Kojose. Coach Abdul Karim Zito, the birthday man, has taken up a striker and has brought in a midfielder. What it means is that there will be changes in the positioning of some players on the field. I've seen Hubert Joe move to the right-hand side of attack. So Kojose will play alongside Entry and Hilary Adabo in the midfield. And we kickstart the second half with Hearts of Lions getting us off for second half action here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. First foul of the second half committed by the Hearts of Lions midfielder Ishmael Ado, and it's an early tackle on Seth Kojose. Here is a double. Peter Amidu Aqua. Poor pass from Aqua, and a late challenge on Eche Dogli from Seth Kojose. That's the tackle again. He went straight on his ankle. He's been such a revelation since joining Hearts of Lions, Eche Dogli. Bismarcking for Lions. It's purposeless as nobody arrives at the end of it for Hearts of Lions. Here is Aqua, that's what to go past Danso, swings in across, flicked away by Enim, controlled well down by Ishmael Ado. Here is Macaulay Kuma. The last time Hearts of Lions met Asante Kotoko was in the Galka top 4 a couple of weeks ago, and they beat Asante Kotoko by a lone goal scored by Ateje. Entry does well with a high press, and he's able to win Kotoko the advantage. Amwa. Hilaria double, swings in across, controlled by Amwa, cleared by Aban. Flicked away by Eche Dogli, only his first Ablo. Hubert Jehu tries to pick out Osei. Macaulay, Kuma, Dogli. Free kick for Hearts of Lions to defend as Kotoko gets to make inroads into the Lions area. Here is Aqua up against Danso. Referee whistles because that ball had crossed the line before Aqua brought it back in. Yao Danso is looking for support, but can get to Chauncey Freeman. Obin Jr. skips past Samba O'Neal. Macaulay Kuma. Obin Jr. Samba steps up. Hubert Jehu against Bismarck Enim. Enim fouls Jehu. Free kick for Asante Kotoko. Osei to Akwa. He's got Yao Danso before him. That's what to pick out Amwa. But Ebenezer Alban is defending so well for Hearts of Lions in that central defensive position. Good dummy from Albert Amwa, but the cross is poor. Hearts of Lions are yet to make any inroads into Kotoko territory in the opening 5 minutes of the second half. Hearts of Lions have their yellow, the assistant coach, Daniel Nieje, been yellow carded. He's a decent guy, not too sure what attracted that card from Charles Bulu. Obin Jr. hangs on well. Ishmael Ado, Ebenezer Alban. Enim is trying to find Freeman. No communication between Amwa and Dari, but Kotoko lucky to get out of danger. Here is Hubert Jehu. Good play from Jehu, but the final product is very poor. H.A. Dogley can't go past Joseph Amwa. Yao Danso to take the throw for Hearts of Lions. 7 minutes, second half action. Here is Robin Hennessy, headed away by Samba O'Neal, only as far as Ado. Now Enim. Macaulay Freeman wants to skip past Amwa. Enim with the cross. Joseph Amwa gets it away and Entry gets his feather away, and Amwa fouled, and there's a free kick for Asante Kotoko. Here is Samba O'Neal trying to pick out Amwa. Here is Osei. Good 1-2 between Osei and Amwa. He lays one to pat. Amwa entry shoots, but not a powerful effort enough. Like the precision behind it. Albert Amoir sends one to Enchi. Enchi tries to shoot, is blocked by Aban, and Aban has been blocking all those efforts from the Kotoko forward lines in this game. Jehu just can't keep it in. "55 minutes. Hearts of Lions holding Kotoko to a goalless drawn game here. Poor pass from a double. Here is H.A. Dogley. Chance Freeman. Brought down by Joseph Ablo. Free kick. Hearts of Lions.
That was just a clumsy one from Ablo on Chance Freeman. Just right from his blind side. Just clatters into his left leg. Let's see Freeman just trying to set up Kojo Obin Jr., who was on his way. Trying to attack that ball, hoping it would have been played into space. But for H.A., he's really held the fort for Heart of Lions, but he needs to transition that ball quickly. You didn't find him in the attacking third, but wherever he has the ball, he needs to make it move faster, and that's what the coach has been asking for. See him screaming on that touchline, asking for them to transition the ball faster if they would want to unsettle the Kotoko defense.
Free kick for Hearts of Lions. Yao Dansu swings one in. It's flicked away by Samba. Returned by Ishmael Ado. Emmanuel Enchi picks out Amoir. Again, it's Ebenezer Aban who's stepping in the way of Albert Amoir. Shows great leadership from the back, but he's gifted Kotoko possession. Now Aqua. Osei. Albert Amoir onto the part of Aqua. Aqua looking for options. He finds Amoir, who sends in a cross. Lawrence Osei gets it away. Lucky there was nobody from the Kotoko end to pounce on that ball. Good play from Joseph Amoir. He did well not to lose possession. Here's Amoir. Aqua. Still hangs on to possession now. Enchi. Here comes Lord Amoir. Swings in across, not good enough. Headed away by Aban. Now Hearts of Lions can now make a move away. Macaulay. Ado. Enim. Dogley will spread it wide to the right side where Yao Danso step forward for Lions.
And for now, you can see at least they're moving the ball a second faster than they used to now, because Kotoko would always move into that shape defensively, try to block the spaces, and you usually allow that to happen each and every time.
Here is Bismarck Enim for Hearts of Lions. Jehu fights back and Lions overthrow.
It looks like Kojo Obin Jr. is not fine. He took a hit. Others back right after that ball rolled over.
Concept for Lions.
No, that's uncalled for. You don't roll back onto the pitch again after rolling out with that injury. That's Enim, not Kojo Obin Jr. That's Bismarck Enim, the left back for Heart of Lions, and definitely he'll be carded for that.
He's going to get a yellow card for his troubles. No mercy from Charles Bulu, the immigration officer. He's going to punish him for deliberately coming back onto the field when indeed he had to be outside and being attended to as an injured player.
And ironically, we've not seen any cards for, you know, the hard flying tackles and all that, and, you know, for Enim to get his name in the books of referee Bulu for this, you know, tells you that, you know, perhaps his leniency, you know, has just hit its threshold, and he believes that he needs to. But that's the law, and he just applied the law, but then you don't go back onto the pitch after rolling out, you know, when injured, and when you also need some medical attention. And Enim, at that point, knew very well that he would be carded. And you think that a couple of months having not played a single game here, that's just a sort of reception you would always want.
Lions are preparing for another substitution.
Just in this game though, but you're looking at other games played, and you know, just 4 weeks into a new season, and coaches are to force, you know, early substitutions. So that we had to vote at Bechim, where, you know, Abdul Karim had to be taken off earlier in this game. Amwa had his head, you know, bandaged, and injury concerns as well for Paul Ateje, who had to be taken off the game. This time is a knee. Tells you that it's just going to be a long season for these teams, and it looks like a much more competitive season. Look at how it's panning out.
It's been a perfect start for Hearts of Lions, and that perfect start has been given the real test this afternoon in Baba Yara Sports Stadium. They began the season by beating Dreams FC 1-0 in Pando, followed it up with a 4-1 win over Wonders. And here comes Jehu. I thought he was going to go for goal. He decided to pick out Aqua, and here is entry. He kills one and it goes over the bar. Indecision on the part of Hubert Jehu.
And that was a big chance gone back in there. Hubert Jehu should really be disappointed with that decision he chose to go with. So instead of just trying to cut that one back onto the part of an old Russian teammate, he rather decided to dink that one into, you know, the box, eluding everyone. And that was a big chance. He could have even had a striker goal, perhaps just hope that that would go past Lawrence to say.
Here is Obin Jr. Scored against Kotoko last season. His effort is headed away by Amwa. Osei. Another wayward ball from Hilary Adabo.
Yeah, the intention was to find Albert Amwa. He thought Albert was already making the run. He was onside though, but that ball had too much power from Hilary Adabo. So he tied it up in midfield, provided some excellent covering for the defense as well. But you know, those offensive passes from deep, I think he should work on them.
News coming in indicates that the game between Samatex and Eduana has been rained off at the Century Arena in Samaraboy. Sure, it's going to be replayed tomorrow at the same venue.
And that Samatex will like that. But they lost a couple of seasons ago after one game was rained off against Nations FC. That's something they'll be happy about.
Good play from Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa was loaned out to Oko United last season, and Hearts of Lions recalled him at the start of this season. Kojose fouling Yao Danso, free kick Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, done so clearly with the advantage here. Tried so well, to get in front ahead of his marker. That was an illegal use of the arm there on the face of Yao Danso.
A doubles ball. Amwa is chasing for it, but the flag is up. And Albert Amwa, he disagrees with the assistant referee, but the referee insists that he was offside.
Exactly, perhaps he timed his run, and this team knows the quality of Amwa. Earlier on, it was a double trying one, but unfortunately, that was too heavy for Amwa. But whenever that ball is being flowed, into that position, always expect Amwa, to just raise and get onto that one.
Asante Kotoko have taken off Joseph Amwa for Patrick Enchi. Walid Husseini Neymar have also taken the place of Emmanuel Enchi. Like-for-like substitutions from Karim Zito.
Yeah, one left back for the other, one attacking midfielder for the other. So again, you look at the profiles of Walid Neymar.
It looked like a fair challenge from Samba O'Neill, and he disagrees with the call of the referee.
So that should be a yellow card.
We get a second look.
Yeah, he won the ball, but he made contact, and
he made a heavy contact.
I think that was why referee Bulu had to whistle for that. And Samba's frustration just letting him down. For a moment, he just lost.
Clearly, he had won the ball, but that contact was not a minimal contact. It was a heavy contact that denied the player the access to that ball.
Exactly, but for a player, he'd be thinking, I won it cleanly, and that shouldn't have been a foul. He's just such a calm player. For him to have lost his cool for a minute, he snaps, then he realizes, no,
and he gets a yellow card for his trouble.
He gets
Samba O'Neill. It's a fine opportunity for Hearts of Lions. Yao Danso, Bismarck Enim. All of them showing interest alongside Ishmael Ado. But it looks like he'll be that Yao Danso territory. Bismarck Enim has got a very powerful left foot, and he's got a technique to deliver as well. It's Yao Danso. Danso sends one, and it's off target. Goal kick.
Not a bad strike, but then again, once it's not on target, it's not troubling. Aziz Dari goes in post for Kotoko. First effort, he manages to get that one over the wall, but just a bit too wayward.
Lord Amwa fouled by Kuma, free kick Kotoko.
And we're down the stretch where everything matters now in this game. If you have to go physical, you need that individual brilliance as well. You just have to get it from your players, your top players, and this is the time that coaches will be counting on those X-factor players to win the game for them. And look at that Kotoko setup, and you have a bunch of them, game winners. Albert Amwa, Walid Husseini, Samoa. These are match-winning, players with match-winning mentality.
Samba O'Neill steps forward and heads the ball away from Chancellor Freeman. Vision have equalized against Dreams and is 1-1 at the Tuba AstroTurf. Dreams 1, Vision 1. Nations FC have also equalized against Mediama in Takwa. Kojobin Jr. is making way, same as Chancellor Freeman. Faisal Chowe takes the place of Obin Jr. and Michael Efson will take the place of Obin Jr. Michael Efson was a hero last week when they beat Bechem United by 1-0 in Pando. He joined from Samra Boy Samatex. Michael Efson, he was a member of the under-20 team that won the African Games under Desmond Ofer about a year ago. Michael Efson expected to add some firepower to the attack of Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, he's been their super sub. He came off the bench to score that goal against Bechem. more will be expected of him today in this game, as KG as it's getting now. Let's not forget, during his season with Samartins as well, he chipped in, some goals to help that team claim the title during that title-winning season, together with Adamu and Co, Amadou and Co.
Double with a high ball. Hennessy wins it ahead of Amoa. Jehu looking for Amoa, controls it well, but Yao Danso sneaks and gets the ball from him. Kotoko gets the free kick just outside the box. Hearts of Lions will protest, and referee will have none of that. It's a free kick for Asante Kotoko. Albert Amoa at the receiving end.
As the reaction on the faces of the Heart of Lions defenders, because they just can't believe it. That ball up here, you could see Danso just leaning on the back of Amoa to head that one, and the Bulu thought there was an illegal use of the arm at that point. And the defenders of Heart of Lions just can't believe it, just giving away what could be a goal scoring opportunity if Kotoko should take this chance.
Patrick Esiedu has what it takes to get something out of this for Kotoko. I've also seen Lord Amoa express interest. Let's see how it goes. Hearts of Lions are busy ensuring that they are really stable with the wall before Kotoko makes that attempt for the opener. I've seen Patrick Esiedu. It's Walid Husseini, and it's gone over the bar for a goal kick.
Yeah, that option to go for power instead of trying to place that in the left top hand corner would have paid off if that one was directed on target from Walid Husseini. He just doesn't have that technique to bend it over the wall too close to the post. So he decides to just blast that one. Too much power. That shot a bit elevated over the crossbar.
Samba O'Neill. Clever header back by Yao Danso to his goalkeeper Lawrence Osei.
At this point, it would feel like Heart of Lions walking away with a point rather than Kotoko ending the points at home, especially in your first home game of the season. For Heart of Lions, after 3 wins on a bounce, they'll really cherish a point here, and that's where you think Kotoko will just throw everything at them.
Eche Dogley. Ruben Hennessy. Lord Amoa lays one onto the path of his former teammate at Brecum Chelsea, Hubert Jehu, who comes up against Urban. Lawrence Osei. Great composure from Ishmael Ado. And Kotoko have the advantage. There was an initial confusion between the linesman and the center referee, but here is Albert Amoa with a chance. Amoa, good defending from Hennessy, was just obstructing him and ensuring that he doesn't get a clean touch. And Amoa knows too well it should have been the opening goal.
That was just world-class, composed by Hennessy. Just look at that, sticks in the leg, another one, ensuring that he wouldn't clatter Amoa onto the turf. And he does that so well. That was a bit destructive for Amoa to get a clean strike. See, a bit frustrated there, a bit disappointed. He couldn't just get that strike he had wanted.
Again, it's Jehu going the highway for Amoa. Lawrence Osei gets it away. Eche Dogley. Kuma was looking for the foul. Referee's not interested. Here is Aqua for Kotoko. He turns past Hennessy, but he outdoes, so tracks back well. And he's able to win a goal kick for Hearts of Lions. That's some great awareness from the right back.
Yeah, but Hearts of Lions are treading on a thin line now. They need to be careful. They need to defend resolutely, not giving away any chances at all. And this time it was done so hard to raise back. Right from midfield, that's so well to get that ball out of play. It looks like Asante Kotoko are doing all they can to put them on the back foot, trying to pin them into their own 18-yard box. He's trying, load that.
Here is Faisal. Amidu Akwa, he's seen a lot of the balls in the second half from that space now. Walid Fuseni to Albert Amwa, he's up against Aban. Chance for Kotoko, and Osei's drive is straight to Lawrence. Osei, the build-up was sweet, the communication was awesome, but the final delivery just can't produce the opening goal.
Not at all. Yeah, it was a good hit, but then Walid Neymar does all the work to put that one into space. Good hold-up play as well from Amwa, who returns the ball to Neymar, who just fakes that one. A bit of a dummy to set up Pedro Osei. They are knocking now, they are turning on the heat. Asante Kotoko.
15 more minutes to go. 75 minutes at the Baba Yara Stadium in Kumasi. Kotoko nil, Hearts of Lions nil. Our Sunday special coverage of the Ghana Premier League. Here comes Lord Amwa. Hubert Jehu. That's a brilliant skill to find Amwa, but it's a decent tackle from Enim. Kotoko have a corner.
And he does well. He ensures that that ball wouldn't land in the 18-yard box. It would have been dangerous. He had men in red trying to attack that area. Oh, some good defending by the left back of Heart of Lions. And this, the moment where it gets so nervy for you, every step, every tackle, every pass could be crucial.
Patrick Asiedu to take the corner for Asante Kotoko. One of the best left backs in Ghana. These days he has to fight for the position with Joseph Amwa and then Francis Aqua. They both came from Bechem United and Legon Cities respectively at the start of the season. Asiedu swings one to the far post. Walid Fuseni is lurking. He's able to get the ball back in. Fuseni Neymar goes past Kwanzaa. Sets Osei, but is giving the ball away. Fights for it, and that's all to go all the way back to his former teammate at Bechem United. Dari. So Kotoko, 3 former Bechem United players in their fold. Francis Aqua on the bench, and 2 on the field in Set Osei, and the goalkeeper, Aruna Dari. And these guys were top performers from their respective teams, and Kotoko's recruitment team just got it right by bringing them on board as a challenge for honors, both domestically and continentally.
It looks promising now, but it might not feel right until they've claimed their ultimate, and that's the league title for the first time in about 4 years. That's why they always scout for the best talents, not just in the league, in the top division, but then also in the divisions lower. We've seen the likes of Amidu Akwa.
That's the birthday man, Abdul Karim Zito. He's 65 years old today. Born on the 5th of October 1960 in Nsawam. Enim's bowling, Epson goes down. He was aiming for a foul. He doesn't get it. Esiedu gets the ball away. Hennessy drops it down for Yao Danso. Eche Dogli. Karim Zito is just hoping that the ball hits the back of the net for that perfect birthday present, but with some 12 more minutes to go, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, and the players grow nervier and even more nervy, as the clock ticks down. And for Kotoko, it's you have about, this stadium filled to its brim now. And if they should end this way, it would be a huge disappointment, knowing that WAC could be coming to town. But these are test games for you. And as much as you want to claim all 3 points, It also served as a perfect preparation or preparation grounds for the upcoming huge game against WAC of Morocco.
Samba O'Neill brought down by Kwanzaa. Free kick for Kotoko. Racing against time to hit the back of the net. Here is Osei. Adabo. It's a poor pass from Adabo, a hospital pass, but Amwa Daswa to pick it up. Walid Husseini Neymar. I thought he could have gone on the left-hand side for Albert Amwa, but he took the wrong option by deciding to go left, to go the other way. Perfect opportunity for Kotoko.
Yeah, for now, I could say that was the wrong option because that ball never got to its intended destination.
It's 80 minutes, 10 more minutes before 90. Kotoko nil, Hearts of Lions nil. Corner taken, Ablo has it down. Goal kick.
Again, unproductive from the Porcupine Warriors. When you have lanky, tall defenders to attack that ball.
So, for Hearts of Lions, in their next 5 games, they play Brecum Chelsea at home, Gold Stars away, Holy Stars at home, All Blacks away, and play Hearts of Oak away in their last 5 games, their next 5 games of the Premier League. For Asante Kotoko, the next 5 games is a tall deal. On Wednesday, they play one of their rescheduled outstanding games against Gold Stars. Then Hearts of Oak will come, Holy Stars. Then without Athletic in the Confederations Cup, then their 5th game will be against Young Apostles. These two teams have crack encounters ahead of them.
Yeah, and that's where the league starts for all of them. That's where the title fight starts. Each game counts for these teams. Even as early as match day 4, you have to get points or accrue as many points as you can.
Walid Husseini brought down by Eche Dogli. He's brought some energy into the Kotoko attack, Walid Husseini, since his introduction for Manuel Enchi. The former instructorman midfielder.
And now you can see Heart of Lions trying to move back a bit.
Joe's ball was targeting Lord Armour, but he's ended up winning a throw-in from that last kick by Enim. And Armour goes long, but Arban heads it down for Kwanzaa.
And that's where they can try and send men out up front a bit. It's been very conservative from them, Heart of Lions. They know it's always going to be a difficult game when they play against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, knowing that, even though they are on top of the league, they know that's one of the games that you'd always put an asterisk over, because even a point from such a game would feel like a win, especially knowing that you have to travel hundreds of miles.
Aban beats Amwa to it again. Here is Setko Jose. He's trying to pick out Hubert Jehu. Jehu brings it down. Here is Walid Husseini, but he just can't get on it. Walid Husseini, Neymar up against Yao Danso. Clever defending from Yao Danso. Brought down by Walid Husseini. Free kick for Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, he's a number 10. We compare him to Emmanuel Ichu, but different profiles there. He loves the 1v1. He's more skillful, than Enchi. On that occasion, you could see him going with that, elastico there, trying to go past Danso. He enjoys, the dribbling. He enjoys the 1v1 situations.
Here is Kwanzaa. Ismail Ado. Bismarck Enim. Faisal. Ado switches to the right side. Yao Danso controls it well. He's under pressure from Setosei. Albert Amwa finds Aqua. It's a 2-on-3 situation. He sets up Amwa again. Here's Amwa up against Anna Aban. Albert Amwa swings in across, and Jehu cannot get it down in time. Height disadvantage costing him on that occasion.
Well, it's all about the decision making when you get to the attacking third, and it's one of the things that you'd say has let this team down today.
Patrick Esedu, nobody at the end of that ball from Esedu. Trying to be industrious on that occasion.
Decision making not really at a level that you would expect to crack open this Heart of Lions defense. They came into this game with 2 clean sheets, both at home, and this would be their first away clean sheet. And for you to keep a clean sheet against Asante Kotoko away from home is a positive thing.
The captain will take the initiative. Samba O'Neal to Esedu. Good movement from Walid Husseini Neymar to skip past Dogli. He swings in across, but Lawrence Osei will just see the ball roll out for a goal kick.
Yeah, they are playing all afternoon. If they continue playing this way, I doubt they could hand their coach that perfect birthday present, especially with indecisiveness and inferior balls in the attacking third.
It's 86 minutes. Kotoko nil. Hearts of Lions nil. Macaulay. There's a foul against Joseph Ablo. Referee has taken his yellow card out, and Joseph Ablo would not escape. He's certainly going into the books. Yellow card to Kotoko's Joseph Ablo. They call him Soldier, and the Soldier is on a yellow card. Joseph Ablo played in about 24 games for Kotoko last season. Last season alone, he got 7 yellow cards. Joseph Ablo. Philip Amo comes in for Peter Amidu Aqua. Konsa straight to Aziz Dari. "87 minutes. Hearts of Lions holding Kotoko to a pulsating drawn game here at the Baba Yara. Here is Osei, a double. Now Philip Amo up against Yao Danso. Amo is interested in taking the initiative, but he's overrun the ball out for a goal kick. 88 minutes. No goals at the Baba Yara Stadium. Ismailado, he's had a very decent game. He makes way for Owusu, Anthony Owusu, and Fauzi Ali, who also get his turn in the game to take the place of Samuel Buama Kwansa. Ali Fauzi will come in for Kwanzaa, who has had a very decent game in attack for Hearts of Lions. We will be doing 5 additional minutes, and it could be anybody's game. Kotoko have seen a lot of the balls, but Hearts of Lions in the last 2 minutes have stepped up. Mediama have regained their lead. Mediama are leading Nations FC by 2-1 in Takwa. And guess what? Hoho United are leading Karela by 4 goals to 1. In Hohoi, it's Hohoi 4, Karela 1. Here in Kumasi, it's Kotoko 0, Hearts of Lions 0. Here is Faisal. A double for Kotoko. He goes down from the challenge of Antonio Wusu. Confirmation of the additional minutes. 90 minutes up already in Kumasi. It's Kotoko 0, Hearts of Lions 0. We are into 5 minutes of stoppage time. Ablo gets the ball into enemy territory. Headed down by Aban. Well, Amwa seems to have had the last touch. It goes to Hearts of Lions. Patrick Kasiedu surges forward. Kuma brings him down. Free kick for Asante Kotoko. Patrick Kasiedu lost to overlap, and one of those occasions he tried to skip past Kuma, who brought him down for a Kotoko free kick. Lawrence Osei trying to ensure his defense is properly organized before Asiedu takes it. Asiedu's free kick to the end of the post. Chance for Kotoko, and Walid Husseini Nema's effort just goes over the bar for a goal kick. Joseph Ablo did well by arriving at the end of that ball from Asiedu to drop it down. Michael Epson. Here is Epson, the hero from Pando last week. He goes down, Eche Dogli, he shoots. No problems for Aziz Aruna Dari. Ebenezer Aban with an awkward clearance, but Eche Dogli will get it further away. Kuma, Yao Danso, lovely skill. Here is Eche Dogli. Antonio Wusu. Here is Kuma, who goes past Samba O'Neill, and Ablo shoves him down. Referee says game on, and Samba O'Neill equally wins possession by shoving the opponent down. Antonio Wusu, Fauza Ali. Lord Amwa takes the ball away from Bismarck Enim. Here is Hubert Jehu, it's Kotoko on the offensive. Jehu goes past Antonio Wusu, lovely skill. He goes past Fauza Ali, he goes past Aban with a cutback, and it's straight to Lawrence Osei. What a run. Brilliant play from Hubert Jehu. Did well to go past Fauzi Ali, then the captain can skip past him, try to do the cutback, but the quality behind that delivery just couldn't find Albert Amwa. And this is a man of the match performance. Not surprised he's going to get the MVP at the end of the game. He's been exceptional in this afternoon's game, Hubert Jehu. The Porcupine Tertiary have been up on their feet since the minute the game began, but the goals will not come for them to further amplify their voices in that jubilant mood. And we're just a few seconds away from the end of the game here in Kumasi. That's the final whistle. Bando Hearts of Lions have held Asante Kotoko to a pulsating goalless drawn game here at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. It will feel like a win for Hearts of Lions and a defeat for Asante Kotoko in their very first home game of the season, having qualified to the next stage of the Cup, Confederations Cup. They wanted to put the smiles on the faces of their fans at their own backyard. But Hearts of Lions were resolute. They had a game plan and it worked to perfection. Kotoko came so close, with Robert Amwa being denied by the crossbar in the first half. They dominated in the second half, but unable to find the back of the net. Full time at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Asante Kotoko 0, Hearts of Lions 0.
I want to watch.
right, so 90 minutes gone here at the Baba Sports Stadium. Kumasi Asante Kotoko couldn't find their way past Bando Heart of Lions, and after some nail-biting and nerve-wracking moments, it ended goalless between the two sides. And I've been joined at pitch side by the head coach of Bando Heart of Lions, Bashir Hayford. Coach, tough game for you guys, but how do you sum up the 90 minutes you just witnessed?
Well, as you rightly said, it was a tough game anyway, because Asante Kotoko wanted to take the maximum point. We also wanted the maximum point. And so it was a tough game. But at the end of it all, I think everybody is satisfied with the 1 point that we got.
You seem satisfied because you are still on top of the table after this draw. But looking at that tactical setup, you know, with your attackers, you think you did enough to have won the game?
Well, they missed some couple of chances that they shouldn't have done it. But that is football. You make mistakes and they capitalize on that and punish you. When the other side also make a mistake, you capitalize and punish them. Now, it was a ding-dong battle, very hard-fought battle, and we splitted the point. So it's okay for me. It is not even the top. It is the unbeaten run for the 4 matches. And it speaks volume. You know, it speaks volume. So I like it that way.
But do you think you should have won a penalty down the stretch with that tackle on Macaulay?
Well, the referee said no. So we took it like that. Right now, I don't want to talk about referee at all. Because one is his life. People also watch. If they feel it's good, we all take it. If they say it's not good, we all criticize and move forward. So now I don't want to talk about referee at all.
Thank you very much, and wishing you a safe journey back to Kpando. So that's the head coach of Kpando Heart of Lions, Bashir Hayford, with an assessment of that game that ended goalless here at the Barbara Sports Stadium. They just couldn't find their way, you know, but then also they are happy with the point because they still remain top of the Ghana Premier League table. I've now been joined here by the head coach of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Abdul Karim Zito, who is also celebrating his birthday. Happy birthday, coach. But a good game for you. Are you pleased with 1 point?
I'm okay. It's better than you losing. But what I've seen is there's an improvement. We are not yet there, but there's improvement. The way we created a lot of chances. And then look at even hitting the bar and so forth. So I think it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Even though I don't like it's better than you losing anyway. So it's good. It's good.
You returned here for the first time this season. You've not played any home games at Kotoko. But were you pleased with the attendance and also the home crowd?
Well, why not? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Gradually, they will respond to our game, and then they will come and support us more. I'm okay with it. Normally, it's not like that. But I think gradually they are getting to understand us, and then they will come. So I'm okay.
4 points from available 6 for you. This was your second game this season. You scored just once. Do you think the attacking department is that department you need to work on going into the other games?
Yes. After there's something we say after match is another match. So now after match is another match. So that is preparation. I prepared before this game, and now the game itself gave me what to do next. You understand me? So we're going to work on that.
Thank you very much for your time, and happy birthday once again. That's a birthday, man. Abdul Karim Zito, his side, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, just couldn't get their second win of the season. I'm now here with the man of the match, the chap that Asante Kotoko, you know, acquired not long ago from Brecum Chelsea. Joe, congratulations, you're man of the match.
Thank you.
But in a game, no, was it the way you had wanted to see it? Say, Mumbo game Biawa had this season, no more back in front of your fans. I'm going to be winning.
Game need the make us say, ne eba need the near maximum 3 points in but you better say, no my next time, you be my fans in the you better win the next 2 match.
But I will share a combination with Entry and the other player in midfield, Eddie Mount. Do you think, as you say, no, more jelly, or you think there's still a long way to go?
Yeah, make us say they are jelly. Ubia who ni yonko, baby obejina, so piamano, a man ko ye man. They say they make us say Yahu pa.
And I'll share game, our boy. What do you need to work on personally? While share game, our boy, what do you have to work on?
Make us say goal scoring, and I will say Yahu man. Send a baby to my converted goal.
Thank you very much, Hubert Jew, man of the match in today's game. He was just unplayable in midfield. Unfortunately, he just couldn't assist his side, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, to victory in this particular game. Sunday special from the Babaya Sports Stadium. And it's Kumasi Asante Kotoko that have been held to a goalless draw here. And what an atmosphere we had over here. The Porcupine Tertiary are still in their stands. They are not moving an inch because they are still buoyed after what happened over here. 90 minutes full of action, but then nothing on the board either side. My name is Josel Koko. We are live on TV3. We're also live on Onia TV, and this production is proudly brought to you by Adesa Productions Limited. I'm still at pitchside with Michael Akomi and then also the Kumasi Asante Kotoko legend Opokunti. I'll be taking his thoughts quickly to know if he's disappointed. He predicted a win. Akomi also predicted a win, which I expected. You did, but welcome back to win. That was a good game. Let me start off with you, legend. Were you pleased with the result? You predicted a win. Are you disappointed that Kotoko couldn't win this game?
I am a bit disappointed. Yeah, because we could have gone for 3 points to appease the heart of our supporters for the next subsequent matches so that they will troop in, because we need to draw the supporters back to the stadium, and through winning matches that will draw them. So unfortunately it's a goalless draw. Well, what can you say? Half of a loaf is better than none. So I think they need to go back and do their homework well and come back and to their matches, next match.
Akobi, let me bring you in. You predicted a win as well, but it just couldn't go your way. But tactically, how did these two sides manage to, just cross out each other's threats and, strength?
I think it's all about defensive organization from Heart of Lions. As I said earlier, the back four, they've played themselves for 4 consistent seasons. You should understand how it's going to be difficult for you to break them down. With this, I was expecting the change to come out early. Looking at a player like Wali, what he offered in the last few minutes, taking on his man, getting crucial fouls, advantageous positions. But unfortunately, Kotoko could not connect. I think this is a very solid Heart of Lions team from the middle of the pack to the back. I think for their attack, there are a lot of things they will need to work on. Automatisms are very important at this stage. I think they will work on that.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Michael Akomi, and then also the Kumasi Asante Kotoko legend who joined us at pitchside, Opoku Inti. Thank you so much for your time. You are there. This has been an eventful game. Super Sunday special at the Babaya Sports Stadium. Kotoko drawing goalless against Bando Heart of Lions. Bye for now.